other channels as well. Girl, keep in mind, you guys, we are live on the radio as well as Facebook.
It'll be days like this, my soul will keep running, my heart will keep drumming, those pains in my stomach, numbers keep flashing and days going by. Why would you leave me? Why would you die? I can't stop it, I dream about popping them up, maybe just stopping them from making me cry. Pain in my eyes, I'm so paralyzed. These demons are scheming, taking my high, but I keep gazing in the eyes of life. I circle the block, I see you twice, but they don't hear me though I see you smiling. So I stop and I breathe. That old dirty shirt got you sit on my sleeve, stuck in the zone, about the last 8 weeks spent. Oh, blazing in a rental, eating continental. I stop wishing and pretend that you here. You see me blowing up, yo, this is right here. You need love and say, Mom, just sleep, but you don't touch me though. Why my heart so weak? You said that you would see me at the end of the road, but what happened to our barbershops and us going old? This feeling that I have is so hard to describe. I'm alive, well I'm kicking, but I'm dying inside. I'm trying to understand it, but I'm getting so pissed. Mama never said there'd be days like this. On my gut, thinking God gon' let him ride. Visions of him flash before me, baby boy, my pride and joy. See curly hair nicknames and boys, he feeling how he played inside me. Stop to pray, I count my blessings, take good care unless he resting. Little man, my Smith and Wesson, lady still with no contestants. Doctor says he's breathing fine. I had almost lost my mind. I felt the kicking, then a punch. Thought my boy be clutching much. I ate a little, drink a lot, felt his pain out in my twat. I back up on the table and the doctor's doing what she can. 20 weeks he's coming through and got me by here with you. All this pain you put me through, that baby boy look just like you. His hair is fraying, his feature parts, but blood ain't pumping through his heart. He needs your blood to make it stop, but trying to reach it was just too hard. Boy, you look me in my face and cry. Yourself amazing grace. I'm sweet so it's like to see my baby boy was bleeding me.
I'm gonna give up on it. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nina Capone in the streets ready. Oh, I'm here, born to talk. And tonight I want to talk about, we're gonna take a minute and I want to hear about what's going on with you and how are you feeling about returning to the world, to work, to your everyday life? Do it feel normal? Are you ready to get back out there? Are you afraid? Are you stressed out about it? So I want to talk about that. You can also join me, give me a call. I'm going to open the chat up. I don't know if I'm chatting on everything, but I'm going to also go on to Facebook so I can see the chat as well. And, you can catch me there as well. And I want to know, like, I prefer everybody just to call in so I can hear your voice. But, let me know, like, how you feeling right now when it comes down to returning to the regular world. Like, are you afraid? Are you not afraid? Are you okay with it? Are you ready? Or I know how I feel. I ain't even going to tell you how I feel at this moment. But, how are you feeling about that? How are you feeling about going back out into the world, mingling, co-mingling, going to restaurants? The whole nine. Like, how are you feeling about it? I definitely want to know. Share your thoughts. Join in however you want. How are you feeling about that? How are you feeling? Y'all see what I just did there? I just messed this all up with my big mouth. So, looks like I'm a little delayed on that in there, and that's fine. But, I'm not going to connect here because I want it to come through from the phone calls. So if you have anything to say, just feel free to put it in the chat, and I should see it. Thinking I'm going to see it. Make sure I got the chat. There go the chat right there. Okay, no, that's not the chat. That ain't gonna work. I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all. I be using these new platforms, and I tell you, I don't know what the hell I be doing. It's crazy. So let's show this. All right, so here y'all can see this. If you want to call in 516-387-1765. So how are you feeling about the reopening? And I'm just kind of letting people kind of drizzle in or whatever about the states reopening, about those states that are already shutting back down because they reopened too early. What's your take on going back into the office? I know the mayor in Philadelphia just put, I don't know if it's a petition or something he signed into it to state basically, people crazy, that, you know, they're gonna help people who are sick and don't want to go back into the office or afraid or what have you. So that I want to talk about that a little bit too. And I want to know your feelings on the Black Lives Matter movement. That I want to know. I have some opinions and some questions and concerns, and I want to talk about that. Call in, join into the conversation. Definitely need somebody to talk to, y'all. 516-387-1765. You guys. Again, this is a new platform. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure it out. It's kind of cool, this new platform that I'm using. I don't know, how long I'm going to deal with this platform. But, it is what it is. We're going to try it out. We're going to see how it works. We're going to figure it out. We're just going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it all out. I want my screen. There go my messages. I feel like my messages are only going to show on YouTube. So I'm not really sure how this is working out, but whatever. We'll get it together, right? So, like I said, I can jump back into the chat on Facebook and say what's up. Your line here. If you have any questions, and I'm just pondering, so I'm not jumping into a conversation because we're on the radio as well, and I want to make sure that I'm conversating with you all. I really want my volume down on here so I can go into full motion. So it'll play. I think I got it. So to move forward, and I'm probably delayed in multiple areas, but we'll be all right. So, again, if you want to join the call, you can look at the bottom of the screen there. I got the number 516-387-1765. Press 1 to join, and I will see you. Again, that's live on the radio show and not on the YouTube. You will hear it on YouTube, or if you're, however you're joining. If you're joining on YouTube or if you're joining on Facebook or LinkedIn, you will be able to see. So, yes, we are live. In multiple places. We're live on Facebook, and this is something I'm trying out, you guys. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we are live right now on Facebook. We're live on YouTube, and we're also live on LinkedIn. So everything Industries Radio, join us, check me out, join in the conversation, post your whatever you want to talk about. But right now, I want to talk about just the state of the states opening. I don't know if that sounds right, but whatever. So let's talk about how you're feeling. I'm going to tell you how I feel, because I don't have anybody on right now. Please feel free to drop your comment, your concern, your question, whatever, in the comment section or in the feed, because I can see it and I will respond. But my job had a meeting today. I do work another, I run my company, but I also work another job, and I feel like they're trying to, I understand essential needs. For those people who are essential workers and signed up to become essential workers, meaning you're in the service industry, you help people face-to-face directly. Medical field, of course, food industry, you guys are essential. But I'm an office worker, and I don't feel like my job, I have to go sit at an office and at a desk to do my job because 90% of what I do is conducted via the telephone. So, of course, I'm uncomfortable going back into the office. You see me in the office now, but this is my office. This is my private personal office. I don't see clients out of my office at this time because we are shut down and we are following the social distancing guidelines. So we're only dealing with people online. Yeah, I'm not ready. I feel like there's not that I would jump and take any vaccine that they put out there because that's not happening either. But I'm wondering, like, why is it okay to try to force people back into these work environments where, you know, especially I feel like it's not really the upper echelon people with the best jobs, but those people who make less. They're like forcing them back in the office for jobs that they can literally do at home. I don't know. I mean, I'm not feeling it. I feel like there's some pressure coming from somewhere. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to bring people into an office environment, basically put them at risk for COVID-19. I'm going to say that. And just so they can work in an environment where it's not conducive to their health. Therefore, and I'm going to talk on the business owners, and I'd rather have my staff working safely from home, knowing that they can get the job done, opposed to coming into an environment that's not conducive, and then end up having to go out because now they're sick. We don't know what our peers are doing. We don't know if we got a person who don't believe that this virus is real. You know, we have non-believers out here. So we got people out here who may say, hey, I'm going out. I'm going to go do this. I'm not worried about no virus. I'm not wearing no mask, what have you. And then, just looking it up in OSHA, it's not healthy to have a mask on for 8 hours. And then the masks that we wear, are they PPE? From what I read, no. They not. Cloth masks really can't protect you or protect, the people around you, your loved ones. Because my concern is not only getting the virus, but also spreading it to my elders that I may, I come into contact with my father who's 70-something years old, my mother. I don't want to put them in a situation, put them in harm's way. I don't want to put my nephews or my brother in harm's way, my daughters. So I'm just thinking, this exposure to put people back out there, to call them or tell them that they're essential. I believe that, the word essential now is just kind of being dragged around to make people feel like they're important. And I don't feel important when you tell me I'm essential because my paycheck don't say that I'm essential. So I feel like, this is something that we should definitely speak up on. We should definitely take advantage of the time that we are home. And if we can convince our employers to, do what you need to do, stand your ground, because it's not right for you to have to risk your life because you want to keep your job or you want to keep your paycheck coming in. If the work can be done at home, my suggestion to other people that are out there that don't really know what to do, you're not the type of person that maybe stand up for yourself, or you're not a big mouth like myself. Simply write out what your daily tasks are and make sure that you are letting people know, let your management, your supervisor, let them know what you do so that they can accommodate you and allow you to work from home, so that, it makes sense. You don't want to put yourself in an environment where you're worried, you're afraid of, how you're gonna, if you're gonna get sick when you go home, or if you're a carrier and you're gonna take this home to your mom or your grandmom or your kids or your husband or whoever. But you want to make sure that you speak up. My suggestion is, this is just my suggestion. I don't know, but I'm a big mouth, so I go ham. I just be like, no. But if you're not like me and you don't want to just be a big mouth, simply write down what your tasks are. Make sure you're communicating. I mean, we got Zoom, we got email. Email your supervisor, email your superiors and say, hey, this is what I'm capable of doing from home. This is what I'm getting done. This is what I did today. so they know what you're doing. Because I think one of the biggest concerns is people are home and they assume, because a lot of times we work in the like middle management positions where our managers, supervisors, or upper management don't know what we do. So they don't know what you're actually doing from home. And it seems like you may not be working. So simply communicate. Learn to communicate with your management, your supervisors, your peers. Let them know, hey, this is what I'm getting done for the day. Write it out so they know. So they know what's going on. Because you do not want to have to force yourself back into an environment that scares you, that bothers your anxiety, because these are things that can also set it off. Okay? So I just wanted to touch on that because, y'all know, it was bothering me. And then I got this ice cream right here. Y'all don't even want to know why I got ice cream right here. I got problems, y'all. But, with that being said, I want to jump into I want to jump into so many things. The Black Lives Matter movement. This particular show I wanted to kind of just talk on. I want to just touch on the Black Lives Matter edition. What's going on in your life. Shout out to Dana Scott and Tyrone Pate who joined me here. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys got anything you want me to talk about, you want me to touch on, you want to share something, feel free to drop it in the comments, or you can call in. Again, the number is right on the screen, 516-387-1765, and just press 1 to join in, and you will be live on the radio, and we'll be able to hear you on a live stream as well. But I want to just kind of touch on, Black Lives Matter movement. I see a lot of, I'm going to be opinionated here. I see a lot of different minorities, not even minorities, a lot of white people. Let's say I see a lot of white people who are very, very supportive. Like, I live in a small town with the majority of white people, and they were marching. They did a march last week or so, and it was huge. It was packed. It was peaceful protest, and it was Black Lives Matter, and I understand, and it was good. The crazy thing is, as I stood there, we participated because I was actually working on something, so I kept my distance because y'all know I'm social distancing. But I found it to be maybe 4 to 5 Black people in the march, and I could be wrong. Maybe my count was off. Maybe they was all light skinned. I don't know. But I feel like we're, when all of the ruckus stopped, I just didn't see the Black people out there. Like, where the hell y'all at now? Where y'all at? This is the time to get out there and do it peacefully. And not only do it peacefully, but when your voice can be heard, especially those who have a lot to say. Like, I see a lot of people on Facebook. They got a lot of opinions. They got a lot of things, they're educational. There's a lot of people that I'm finding on TikTok who know a lot of stuff. Like, you're smart for no damn reason. This is the information that we should be sharing with each other. We should be sharing it with our children. We should be sharing it with our community. So everybody don't know the Black history. Everybody do not know Black history. I've learned a lot. And I know a lot about Black history, but I've also learned a lot of things that, make me think different, make me act different as a person in itself. So I think that information is important. I mean, a lot of times we're not going to pick up that book and read it. So to share the knowledge that you have is genuine, is rich, is wealth. Share the wealth. We're going to call it wealth. When you have positive information to share that you could be sharing with the community, please, right now is the best time to speak up, because we got the attention of the young people. We got the attention of the white people. We have the attention of the suppressors, those that can actually contribute to change for us. So while we have their attention, we need to be talking about this, because I've watched so many videos and talked to so many people who were like, wow, I didn't even know that. Had I known, my mindset would have been different. I can't believe the change in mindset of people, just a group of people that I personally know. The mindset has changed so much on just learning about Black culture and Black history, and some of the things that we went through, some of the things that we endure here today. I feel like it's a lot of education that we don't know. One of the things on TikTok I always like to hear people say, I was today's years old when I found out this. And, and they'll say the fact. And it's so crazy because, here I am, I'm up there in age. And I'm learning so much from young people who gather this information from different resources or their elders or what have you. And I just find it really, really interesting that these things are not being taught in school. So I wanted to take this time to say Black lives do matter. And if you have information, it's important to share that information with our community, share that information with each other, share that information with our children. If you're not a writer and you don't want to write it out, you want to talk it out, you're not a talker, you're a person that cannot do public speaking, you're afraid to public speak, please contact me. This is what I do for a living. I can show you how to become a public speaker. I can show you how to get paid for it. I can show you how to become that influencer. I own a company. My company is located in Fallcroft, Pennsylvania, that is. And that's one of the services that I have. I can help develop you into a public speaker. I have friends and family members that I've coached, and they are now public speaking, and I think it's awesome. So if this is something that you want to do, I can show you how to become a speaker, how to be comfortable. But if you have a story, please share that story. If you just want to tell that one story and you just want to get comfortable enough to tell that story, please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you to get comfortable enough to relay your message. That's important. And that's my way of giving back. I feel like, I don't know everything, but if I can help guide those who do information, I definitely want to be a part of that. So the Black Lives Matter thing, I was browsing on Facebook as usual. Y'all know I spend a lot of little time on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. But so I was browsing on Facebook a couple days ago, and I ran across a post where somebody said, where are Black Lives donations going? For my interest. Made me think, where are they going? Where's the money that's being donated to Black Lives Matter? Where is it going? And do Black Lives Matter? I know I've met Black Lives Matters people, actually, because one of my old offices, the Black Lives Matter movement, I believe they rented that office space when I moved out. So I had the opportunity to meet them and so on and so forth. But I also have questions. Where are we, those donations, where do they go? Do they have a treasurer? Do they have different sectors that are being managed, like a board? Like, who's handling Black Lives Matter Philadelphia? And I think I know who they are, but I could be wrong. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel out the loop. So I thought it was a good question. How do people get involved in Black Lives Matter? How do we actually go to the forefront and know who we're talking to? When we give money, how do we know where it's going? Where is it distributed? What's the actual? I mean, you can do your research, go on the websites and see. These are questions that were posed online, and I thought it was interesting. So, like I said, I met a few people. I actually follow one of the presidents in the South. I forget her name, but I actually follow her, and she relays a wealth of information. I love her. She's so real and down to earth. She come on and she lets y'all know, like, look, listen, I was here. That wasn't us. We wasn't there. Because I feel like it's being, Black Lives Matter is kind of being overthrown by a whole bunch of other organizations, and it's kind of getting crazy. So, just what's going on? What's up with it? So we want to know. We want to know those things. I want to play another song real quick, or do I? We want to play another song? I feel like I want to play another song, but I don't. I don't want to play another song. I want to keep talking. I want to keep running my mouth for this hour that I booked here for the show so people can join in. So, that's my feelings on Black Lives Matter. You heard my feelings on going back onto the States. One of the other questions I have is, do you think, and I'm going to type this in the chat for anybody that's there, I just want you to jump in and answer, do you think it's too early for Philadelphia go green? I just want to know. Do you think it's too soon? Does anybody out there think it's too soon for Philly to go green and we be wandering around out there? Why? Well, why not? Okay, I gotta type and talk at the same time, but I'm sorry, I'm trying to multitask, y'all. But why not? Why do I got my personal feelings on it, of course, but is it too soon to go green? Is it too soon to jump back in and resume with life as usual? I mean, is COVID really affecting anybody that you know? Have you lost anybody to COVID-19? Is it affecting your lifestyle in any way? A lot of people I know said they wasn't affected. They kept it moving. And it's crazy because as I sit in quarantine, I just called them when I needed stuff because I was like, they want to move. Can you find me some toilet paper? Like, listen, I got those kind of friends that didn't stop through this, and they healthy. They live and kicking. They moving it around. But, myself personally, I know I have some health issues, some underlying health issues, and I said I'm keeping my ass in the house because you're not going to have me out here sick in somebody's hospital where they shooting me up with something that I don't know what it is, making me a guinea pig. Like, so no. But I want to know from anybody that's listening, if you just joined in, I just simply want to know, do you think it's too early for Philadelphia to go green? Why or why not? Let me check my other stream, you guys, just to see if I have anybody answering me on this end. So again, I am live on Facebook, YouTube, and on LinkedIn. And this is my first time going live in multiple places like this, so I don't know how it's gonna turn out. We're gonna hope for the best, right? But and I'm also live on the radio. So yeah. I just want to know, like, for me, I feel like we are jumping in haste. We're trying to get people back to work. I understand the economy is bad. It's screwed up right now. The recession is real. But, are we saying that money is more important than lives? Because that's what I feel like. I feel like right now the government or the decision makers are saying that people are going to die anyway. We've heard this over and over again from our politicians that people are going to die anyway, but open back the economy back up. But where are the morals? And, I tend to look and I hear people say, oh, yeah, well, let's get things open. I heard somebody say something today and it was near and dear to my heart. It screwed me up a little bit, and I actually felt angry. And the reason I felt angry is because I feel like when you work for an organization, you want some kind of empathy, just a little bit. Care, give a little bit about my life. You know what I mean? Like, care a little bit about my life to say, listen, if you're not comfortable, or I understand, or I got some empathy. Don't say, look, we did everything we supposed to do. Now y'all get back in here and get to work. Because no, everybody's lifestyle is different. Everybody's anxiety level is different. Just because you're not getting sick, or this is not affecting you, or you care more about the economy than your own life, don't put that on me. I got different goals, different morals, different things. So I feel like that's just one of the things that, we are all faced with right now, especially people with 9-to-5s. I'm blessed to have my own business. And of course, it's slow right now. It's a slow business right now because, I can't get a lot of new clients, although we're not dead. We haven't closed down at all because we are an online business for the majority of our work. And we are able to see clients, we deal with clients online, Zoom calls, everything like that, phone calls, whatever. So we stayed abreast, we stayed afloat during this process. But, and I get it, the economy is sinking. But at the same time, do we put lives, human lives, over money? Are we saying, we got to get the economy back up and running before the economy be screwed up for the next generation? Can it be fixed? I mean, we're already at rock bottom. Can the economy be fixed at this point? How are we going to fix the economy? Or is the economy really even damaged? I'm seeing talks on reparations. I'm seeing talks on another stimulus payment. And it's crazy because a lot of the stimulus money went to some of the big corporations. A lot of the small business owners did not see any money. So just to really think, what are we really doing? What are we looking at? What is the real goal here to get people to? Are we really doing a depopulation? Are they really out here saying let's get rid of the people who have vulnerabilities? They're going to die off because this virus is going to kill them. Simple. They can't heal from it. They're going to die. Now the population has gone down and we balance things out, and now we can move on with the economy. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. So, I mean, I'm no scientist. Not in that matter. I'm a data scientist, but just with numbers. But what's really going on? Like, why, if we know that Texas and Arizona and all these different places are shut down again after being open for only 2 to 3 weeks, if that, why are we, please, somebody help me here, why are we reopening and doing exactly what they did? Like, it's insanity. It's insanity. We know the result. We know the end results. Now New York is back under pressure. Virginia is back under pressure. Maryland is back under pressure. And this is what I do. I track this information constantly because I want to stay in the loop. I want to know what's going on. For my work, I do this. I talk to people in all these different places. So I know for a fact this is happening. But why are we reopening states when we know the outcome? Why are we saying, okay, let's get everything back open? Because these people want to get their hair cut. These people want to go to a restaurant. These people want to go back to work. I get it. We all got to eat. We all hungry. We all got to eat. We got to keep our head, above ground. We got to pay bills. We got to do this, that, and the other. But why risk lives? Why not try our best to accommodate and keep as many people off the streets, keep as many people out of large crowds as possible? We know what's going to happen. We know in a few weeks, like I'm prepping. One of the things I had one of my colleagues share with me, she said, she's from the deep down in the South, and she said, look, we had hurricanes all the time. So Jamila, one of the things you need to do is make sure that you got supplies, supply up. Make sure that you get not just your sanitation stuff that sanitizer and all that, but make sure you got supplies. Make sure you got non-perishables and things like that. Because when this food is gone, this food is going to be gone. They're pretending. The government is pretending that everything is okay, and it's not okay. It's not okay. This ain't over. It's just starting. So make sure that you're getting your containers. I got a big tub. Right now, we're in the process of filling that tub with non-perishables. We're filling that tub with things that we're going to need that's going to last us at least 3 to 6 weeks. Make sure you're doing this because right now, I feel like we're about to be back where we started from. We're going to be back where we started from in a couple weeks. We just opened up. Texas, Arizona, Virginia, Maryland, New York, they're going back under. They're going to go back under quarantine. If they haven't already, as I talk to some of my colleagues, they're like, look, we back under quarantine. We back on lockdown because we had X amount of deaths. We had X amount of cases in a day. So if these cases are spiking like this in a day, why are we, Philadelphia, and I'm right in the Philly area, but why are we reopening right now knowing that we'll be closed in the next couple of weeks? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Why are we reopening offices and hair salons and what have you when we know we're gonna be back in the same place? And this time we're gonna lose more people. Like, what happened to the morals? What happened to human life? People saying, okay, we don't want these people to die. I mean, that's the reality of it. People are dying. They're dying. People of a certain age are dying. Young people have been carriers. Right now, there's been a lot of young people who've been diagnosed, who actually have COVID-19, who's sitting around now sick and in pain. A lot of them don't have proper medical coverage. A lot of them don't even go to the hospital. A lot of them are afraid to go to the hospital. So why are we reopening the states? Why are we putting people back in the same situation? We can't rush it. We can't make it go away any faster. I feel like I'm like an advocate for people right now. But I just feel like, why are we putting people in a situation where they're going to either die or kill someone around them. Because if you are a carrier and you're going around people, whether your children or your family members, your husband, your parents, whatever. So whoever you're going around and you're a carrier, you're giving it to them. You're simply giving it to them. You're putting them in a situation. You put them in harm's way. Why are we doing that? And that's just one of my concerns. What's up, y'all? I'm going to shout out to Sheeta, Justin, Lorraine, Brenda. What's up, y'all? Just a shout out to everybody that joined and checking me out. I do appreciate it. I want y'all to call in and have a conversation. I'm curious to know what you're doing right now, what your take is on the whole situation about everything reopening. I don't know. Personally, it bothers me. It bothers the hell out of me. And I just want to know, like, what's your take on it? Hit me up. Talk to me live on air. Like I said, I'm on the radio as well. You can call in 516-387-1765. How hard did this hit your pockets? So we got COVID-19 on top of Black Lives Matter. So, like, all this stuff been going on. Like, how's it affecting your pockets? How is it affecting your lifestyle? How is it affecting your stress level? Is it making you crazy as it's making me right now? Do you want to go out? What's up, Sheeta? Sheeta just tuned in. Sheeta, just to catch you up, I'm trying to talk to everybody and find out where they are with it. Like, I know we all got to get our money, and the economy is like, look, boom, fuck it. We got to open back up. Like, that's the key right now. We need to get open. We need to get things back to as normal as possible. But how did this whole thing affect you? We had back to back. We were already locked down for 3 months, and then we went into another month with Black Lives Matter, with the movement, the protesting, and the rioting. So we like back in the 1940s and 1960s. It's crazy. So how did it affect you? How is it affecting your day-to-day life? Are you ready for the city to open back up? Do you feel safe? So yes, I think we are all ready. But do you feel safe? Are you comfortable with going back out into the workforce? Are you comfortable with being at a restaurant? Are you comfortable with going to the movies? Are you comfortable with your children being out there? So call in, holler at me, let me know how y'all feel. 516-387-1765. I am also live on the radio as well as on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube right now. So I haven't been jumping back in. I got to get used to all of these feeds at once. Okay. I can actually see all the feeds in one place and see where y'all coming from. So it's kind of dope. I'm liking this new system. It's kind of crazy. I can see, how it all works. But definitely hit me up. Let me know, like, how you feeling out there. Again, I'm live on air. You can call right in, 516-387-1765. Press 1 to talk. And I want to hear where you are with it. Like, how is it affecting you? I know a lot of people just don't know how it's affecting them. They just kind of stressed out. I got a few friends that are there right now. I've lost a few close friends over the last few months. I've been losing people the whole entire the end of 2019, all of 2020. I've been losing people, and it's crazy. It's crazy, to even see, my friends, family members who passed away from this, who just their bodies couldn't sustain it. It hurts my heart. So just where are you with it? Where are you with it? What are you going through? How is it affecting you right now? How is it affecting your pockets? How is it affecting your mental status? How is it affecting your family life? For those that are in relationships, how is it affecting you being home with your significant other? Anybody learn anything new about their significant other? Or did it ruin anything? How about the relationship status being locked in? Did it get better? Did it get worse? That's interesting. Mine got better. I'm going to say mine got better. But how is your relationship status? Just being as though you kind of locked in with this person. If you were, what did you take your time to do? Did you take your time to love on each other, make some babies? Did you take your time to just talk, get to know each other a little more? What have you been doing? I don't need to know no details, but I would love to know. I know some relationships got stronger and some got weaker. But if your relationship changed in any dynamic, whether it got weaker, whether it got stronger, call in. let me know. I'm curious. I'm very, very curious. Mine got stronger. I'm going to say my relationship personally took a turn for the better. We got to spend a lot of time together and listen to each other's needs and wants, really meet each other halfway. I think running so much, constantly working, running the business, he got a business, I got a business, we always all over the place. So just being able to take the time to sit down and have conversations and understand each other was a plus. So that was a good thing. But I want to know. I'm taking my clothes off, y'all. I want to know what changed, what got better, what got worse. How did you have to sit and say, okay, this is something that we're gonna take this time to do X, Y, and Z. We're gonna talk a little bit about some things. Any good fights break out? I love this audience. Y'all quiet. Y'all like, I ain't talking to you, Nina. But I mean, I feel like it was a perfect time to really bond with your spouse, bond with your loved ones, period, especially your spouse. So if you're in a relationship, this time should have been spent really getting to know that person. I think we kind of run so much. Like, I've been in my relationship for a while now, and it's been just all havoc because all we do is run. We catch each other when we catch each other, and it's just like boom, bang, pow, and we go from there. But to actually sit down and bond and have conversations on longevity, what we want out of life, what we want out of each other, what our goals are, what our wants and needs are for each other, and to learn. I mean, I've learned so much about my mate over the last few months that it was like, wow, after knowing him all these years, we got to actually talk what I call English. Like, damn, we got to see eye to eye and really talk about just the relationship as a whole. I like when you do this. I don't like when you do that. Things like that. Like, I think it was a great opportunity to do that. As far as business people, if you are in business, you should have been taking this time to build. When we was on strictly lockdown, let me tell you, not only did I open up a new office, but I got busy rearranging and reestablishing. I bought a franchise. I made sure that joint was popping. I looked at the market, and I'm going to jump right into business real quick for y'all. Because if you are a business owner, this is strictly for the business owners or business mindsets. If you got a business mindset, listen, this was the perfect opportunity for you to put a business in place. I was like, I already had my business, but I was like, look, I got my business open, but I need to make some more money. And right now, business is going to be slow. So what can I start right now during this recession, during this lockdown, that's going to be lucrative? What's going to be lucrative right now? And I went through and I was online every minute researching, trying to figure out what would be lucrative right now. What can I hit the market with? Boom. And I found it. I'm not going to share it with y'all, but I found it. And I was like, dang, this is it. And let me tell you, I purchased the franchise in the beginning of May. And I was excited about it. Didn't know how it was going to go because I didn't know a lot about this particular industry. But it's a franchise. It's actually a large franchise. And I said, I wanted it. I just wanted this franchise. And I said, it's something that kind of falls under the radar. And I was like, I want this franchise because I feel like it's going to make a lot of money right now. And I was right. In 30 days of owning this new franchise, I profited. And I'm going to tell you, I had no idea if it was going to work. I set a goal. I learned as much as I could about it. I bought the franchise. I said, look, it's an investment. Let's see what happens. I bought it, and it took off. I mean, every day I learned something new about this particular franchise. And it works well with my business. It generates income on its own. Again, there's money to be made. Figure out what works for you? What works for you? I wanted a particular franchise. This particular franchise makes money on its own. It makes money because I have a brick and mortar. It makes money without me doing any leg work. I don't even listen. It runs on its own. I see deposits. I see, and it's totally legal. Yes, I had to do some paperwork. Yes, it's a franchise that already exists. It's about presentation. Once your presentation is together, then you can make money. It's going to make its own money. I literally do practically nothing. It takes me about 2 to 3 minutes a day to run this franchise. And I'm like, dang, I wouldn't even put so much energy and time into the business I have had I known this exists 10, 11 years ago when I started my firm. I was like, dang, I went backwards. But, you know, it was an open opportunity, and it didn't dawn on me how important this particular business would be, especially right now. When it hit me, I was like, boom, I got to buy that franchise. And I was like, I don't have that kind of money to be buying no franchise right now. I just don't got it. So I ain't gonna even tell y'all that I'm a willer and dealer. So I will talk to a company, and like again, it's not all about money with everybody. It's not all about money. What can you offer them? Barter. Figure out how you can get it. If you want to get it, get it. Simple as that. Do not let nothing hold you back. I went straight into business on y'all. But I'm cool. Y'all ain't calling me, so I'm going to just tell y'all about what y'all need to know. How to get money. Get the money. Get the money. The money's out there. The money's online. There's a million ways to make money online. If you know how to do anything, there's a million ways to make money. There's a million ways to make money. It's just out there. When I got online, I was like, I got to make at least an additional $500 to $600 a month. That was my goal. I was like, all right, how do I do this? I went through some things. I was checking some things out. You know, your eyes start to bleed just reading crap. And you like, oh my God, like what's going to be for me? And then you like, I didn't want to do any additional work. I wanted a company that would practically run itself so I can have free time to do my radio show, to do what I love. What's the use of having a business and you got to buckle down and work all crazy doing it? Of course, you got to put some work in, but you want something that you can run, you can manage, and have time to take that vacation, to spend time with your family, to learn new things, to maybe go back to school, to entertain whatever else you want to do, to rest. Some people just want to chill. If that's what you want to do, find that niche. Find your niche and jump in. Head first. Forget about it. Just do it. That's the key. I found my business predominantly now runs. Now, I ain't going to lie. Beginning of my business, probably for the first, I'm going to say the first 10, my business is 11 years old. So for the first 9 years of my business, I was literally putting in so much work. I was doing everything on my own. I was killing myself. Then, in the last 2 years, I restructured my company. I restructured my entire infrastructure. I changed the way that I think first. I first changed the way that I think. Then I changed the way that I made money. I said, I'm not chasing the dollar anymore. How do you do that? How do you set yourself up when you're not chasing the dollar? Let the dollar chase you. And then I jumped into another status and I said, I need a business to piggyback off of this business. And this is when I found my franchise, which was only 30 days ago. And like I said, it's making money already. Clearly, it wasn't a part of my plan. It was not a part of my plan. I never wanted to be a franchise owner. I never even looked into anything. I was just simply looking for additional sources of income to compensate for those days where I didn't make the kind of money that I needed to make. I went online and I searched and I found this additional source of income. And then I found another one. So now I got two. I'm a franchise owner and I'm a business partner, one of the largest corporations in the world. And that was hard. I'm not going to lie. That was hard negotiating a contract in order for that partnership. It was hard because a lot of companies don't, of that size, don't want to partner with small businesses. because we all offer pretty much the same thing when we do digital marketing, what have you. But my business is different. It's different, and I had to prove to this large organization how my services were different from everybody else that do the same exact thing as me. How I was able to provide a better quality of service, and what I sold was different, and I got it. It worked. Won them over. Now I have a partnership. I have an extreme partnership that I've been looking for a long, long time. Not an old partnership. We just got started, so we want to make sure that it works. So again, if you have a business, you want to figure out how to grow your business, how to make your business make money without you micromanaging the business itself. How can I make employees? Learn to give employees the work. Give them the work. Make sure that you're charging enough to pay yourself, pay your employees, and pay the business. Do not lower your prices. Do not find your target market, and that's where you want to shop. That's where you want to make sure that those people are buying from you. And if I hope there's some business owners out there, and I hope you're listening, be sure to find your audience. Everybody ain't for you. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I learned in a failing business, that everybody's not my customer. I can't please everybody. What I offer is not for everybody. The level in which I offer is not for everybody. So I found my niche, I found my target, and that's what I deal with. When I get stragglers that come along and say, hey, this is what I want to do, and I say, hey, you know what? My services are not for you. Because, a lot of people look at the prices, I can't afford that. Well, if you can't afford something that's not for you, you don't go into Macy's and be like, dang, this shirt dope. I wonder if they'll give it to me for a lower price because I can't afford it. No, hell no. You actually pay what that tag say. And doing good business owners, that's the key. Stick to your tag price. Stick to the price that you started with. Do not come down off of your price. And, a lot of small businesses, and I'm going to say a lot of black-owned businesses especially, people say, oh, this is minority-owned. You're going to give me a better price, aren't you? No. When I go to a minority business, when I come shop with you, I'm going to spend what you say the amount is. If I can't spend that, if I can't give you the full amount, then I don't want a deal. I want to be able to give you the full amount. If I can't get, then it's not for me. Your services, your merchandise is not for me because I should be able to pay. If it's $20, I should be able to give you $20, period. That's just how business should be handled. That's how business should be done. And that's how we're going to grow in this economy. People, this is how we're going to grow. We got to support each other. We got to pay full price. We got to make sure that we're using services that each other offer. Simple as that. Like, I know Sheeta got a cleaning service. Sheeta, you're going to have to come up here and help us sister out because, I ain't going to go there. But, we gotta keep it in the family. That saying goes, keep it in the family, keep it in the family. Keep the money in the family. And by family, I mean in our communities to build ourselves up. We give enough of our money away. We circulate it to everybody but ourselves. In the last 2 years, just 2 years, I've seen so many people start businesses and become successful. Mind you, I've been around for 11 years. When I first started my business, people thought I was nuts. They thought I was crazy. Like, you don't work, when you going to get a job? And I'm like, I got a job. I just work for myself. And it wasn't, it didn't register to everybody. And it was cool. I kept doing what I was doing. And, of course, I fell over and over again. And I ended up going back to somebody else's employment. I said, head back to the plantation because I had to. I had to make sure, I had a family to feed. I had kids. I had a house. I had car notes. I had all types of bills that needed to be paid. So regardless of whether my business was doing well or not, I needed to make sure that I was able to sustain. So sometimes I had to go get a little job here and there or what have you. But I didn't go work for somebody and say, this is where I want to be at for the next 20 years. This is where I'm going to retire at. That's not my mindset. My mindset is to own my own. So when I was able to obtain my first office, I was excited. I was ecstatic. I was like, oh, my gosh, I got my own office. I got my clientele. I make my own money. And I was able to walk away from my job like, peace, I'm out of here. So when my boss got on my nerves, it was time to go. But I had a mindset of success. I had a mindset to succeed. I knew that I had to stay focused I had to make a certain amount of dollars a day. I believe at the time I was making about $176 a day when I left my job, and I knew that that's how much I needed to make in order to live. Now, that wasn't my goal per day to make to live, but I knew I at least had to make that. So I was hustling and bustling. I mean, I was doing all types of stuff. I was doing credit repair. I was driving Uber if I had to. I was making sure, my client people were booking my services. I'm telling you, the biggest hustle was when I was doing a little Uber driver because I was meeting people. I was driving Uber and Lyft, man. I was switching it up. I was like, look, I'm going to meet these people. I was in the car. I was passing my card out, talking to people, just being talkative. And you never know who in that car with you. You meet some CEOs, some amazing people. And you like, damn, boom. And it's crazy because once I got my first big client, I was able to be like, boom, this is what I'm going to focus on. And really putting my energy into that client to make sure that, those reviews, that, word of mouth was going out well. People knew that my work was what I said it was. And, from there, you get other calls. You get those referrals. I love referrals. Any business owner, that's how you're going to make your money, off of referrals. New customers are great, but referrals and repeat customers are bomb, okay? They are bomb. And that's what you want. You want constant customers who are going to come back to you, who are going to be codependent, who are going to need you for your services, for that thing, that niche you do. They're going to want to come back to you for that. And that's the relationship you want to build with your customer to keep them. You want to build it. You want to lock that down. You want to keep them handcuffed to that. You want to make sure that you get reviews. I do social media marketing. My business is about getting reviews. A lot of people don't understand what SEO is. SEO is making sure that your presence is not just known online, but also legitimate and accurate information is online. You want to make sure that people are satisfied. They're satisfied by your work and they're talking about you. You want to make sure they, you become number one on Google when you are being talked about. Simple as that. It's just that simple. So you want to get into the media. Don't just have a business, black people, I'm talking to y'all. Don't just have a business. Make sure you are putting your name out there. Make sure you are doing some press, some media. Make sure you're getting some bloggers out there. You don't have to do all the work. My company do that. Y'all can retain us, give you a great price, and we will do those things for you. I have a team. I got 12 people who write and do all kinds of stuff all day long. And that's what they do to make sure that our clients' information is out there. SEO is serious. It's so serious. I say SEO is more important than marketing in the beginning because you want to make sure that you're putting the information out there, that your information makes sense all across the board, all across. When I say all across the board, that means anytime somebody look you up, type your business name in, that your information says the same thing that it says on your Google profile. Do not have bad information out there because you will lose a customer. So if you're a business owner and you got bad information posted out there, and I'm guilty of it, I was totally guilty of it, but we are in the process of fixing it now. But SEO, I've been focused on on my customers. So listen, clean information draws clientele. Simple as that. People want to look for reviews. First, I grab my cell phone and I look up a business. One of my hustles is Google. I update. Once I put in a review, it does numbers on Google. I went in, what's the name of it? Del Frisco's. I did a review. It got 900 and something thousand likes or follows or whatever it is. Google contacted me. Sonny boy, absolutely not. I'm ready to go back to work, but I'm at risk so many. I'll just find another job, stay close, and stay safe. That's what's up. That Sonny boy, that's the key. That's the goal. You got to put your life first. That's what you got to do. That's just it. But you guys, the radio portion is about to be over. Anybody have any business questions, you can hit me up at my office. The number is 215. I'm going to put it in the chat here. You can hit me up at my office anytime. I'm usually available to talk if I know how to work these damn numbers on here. 215-443-1076. My office hours are 9 to 5. hit me up and I can, walk you through, give you some advice. It's not easy being a business owner. It's not easy in this time right now. Everybody trying to get $1, and I get it. And we're going to end the radio episode